I haven't done a video, like a vlog, for quite a while actually. So maybe I'll do one for this weekend. And a little update here. So I've been staying. I'm at the flying field. So I got my utility trailer too with a canoe. And I'm mostly here. I am going to move today actually. But yeah, this is the property of the flying field, and it's a few hundred acres. It's pretty big. New generator. Yeah, my other one, my little suitcase one, blew up the other night and I had nothing. Not sure what went wrong with it. Maybe it's salvageable, but I needed power, so I got this one in town. It was on a super sale, but man, it's loud. It takes way more fuel, but man, it's powerful enough to run this easy. It's 3550. That's what it's rated for, which is 1300 more than the little suitcase one, which makes all the difference. So I can run the cube heater electric, no problem on that. The microwave at the same time, easy. Coffee maker, I was surprised how much I used to draw on that little gen, the 2300 gen coffee maker, and I've had something else on the go. Yeah, it wasn't it really bogged it down. So this thing barely drops a few RPM if I load it up, but man, yeah. And it's, you know, it's portable, but man, I have not even tried it, but I have to fit it through this doorway somehow, and it's pretty freaking heavy actually for one guy, and awkward. So there's gonna be some swearing for sure. Atlin, for sure. So I'm pretty well good to go here. Just lock up the door and this hatch. I double checked all the hookups, so that's good. And yeah, Jeep needs fuel big time. We have fuel up top for the Jan. Jan did go inside. Man, there was maybe just enough to get a piece of paper through here with the wheels on either side of this. Man, that was kind of a pain in the ass. So it's kind of too big, but whatever. That's all that was available, and it was on sale, so didn't hurt the bank account too much. But yeah, kind of unnecessary expense here last minute, because yeah, whatever. Let's roll. Now lots of clouds rolled in, so I'm heading probably south because the weather looks better. Let's see what happens. Kind of feels good to be rolling again. And you know, all the leaves are turning, so I think this is a perfect time to do this trip. Yeah. Fall doesn't last very long here. Yeah, it just kind of feels cool, huh? Having the trailer behind me. I know everything's in it. I never have to worry about forgetting things, because everything I own is pretty much in that thing. Yeah, so it's this feeling of just complete freedom, adventure. I can go where I want, really. I can go north, south, whatever. I'm chasing the weather right now, so probably south. Wifey is busy all weekend. The kids have a lot of school stuff, so I didn't want them pressured to feeling into having to go. I thought they got priorities, so I'll do a solo trip. I'm totally okay with that. Good morning. It's just before 8 o'clock here, Saturday, and I just pulled over on the side of the road last night because I was just tired. And you know, this road is just not, there's no road lines, and yeah, the night travel wasn't that great. I was kind of tired, so plenty of space here, and there's not really any traffic here, so it was just fine. Big ass Jen making lots of noise. Yeah, I don't really like this one, but man, it has a lot of power. It definitely doesn't bog when the coffee machine's on and the microwave's running, and I can put the hot water tank on it and just load it right up. It doesn't really bother it at all. So it's good that way. It's just a pain in the ass to move. So I'm heading to Atlin, which is probably, I don't know, maybe another half hour, 45 minutes. I have further to go than I thought. I was trying to get within like 20 minutes of town, but whatever. It's not even 8 o'clock and the sun is, I don't know, I guess it's rising over here because that mountaintop is lit up. And I think the lake is just down here. So I think it's going to be a super scenic drive this morning. And I'll find a nice spot. I've had my coffee, but I think I'll save the breakfast for a little bit later, before I get too spread out in the kitchen there. I don't want to make, I want to be ready for travel here pretty quick. that's about it. We'll update in a little while to see how things are in Atlin. And not exactly sure what area I'm going to hang out in and park, but I want to find something really nice. Possibly use the kayak that's up on the Jeep. I kind of bought it for the kids, but you know, it's a lot of fun. And it's nice. I can't really bring the canoe in this configuration, so I have that playboat up top. It's perfect. So if I get to some water that I feel comfortable with, we'll get on it. That is that. You know, it was pretty warm last night. I left town. It was 23 degrees at 8 o'clock at night, and it never really got cold. I'm just in a t-shirt now, and it's a little brisk, but it's not freezing, and it's just a slight breeze. So surprised that it's not really cold. And weather today, the reason I came this way, because the weather is actually a little better than up north and Whitehorse. The best forecast was this area, so I'm going to hang out here. That rest area was a really nice spot. It didn't have any signs about overnight camping, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think I have some ideas where to stay. But yeah, that's a nice option, especially if you want to get in the water. The water access is nice. It's a protected bay. It's such a nice spot, man. I love this. Man, I could just do this. I just keep going. It's too bad the winter's coming, but man, I could drive all the way south, you know? All the way to who knows where. Love to be on a road for months. It's so cool. I just pulled off the main road. Last year I came down, I think it was this road. It looks like we have campers, because it's a pretty decent spot. I'm gonna rub it. Yeah. So that's the spot I stayed at, but I guess others have had the same idea. So I got fuel, $2 a liter. I filled up the Gen 2, which has a big tank. So I'm good. Now I've got lots of fuel, so that means I can explore. Wasn't sure about the fuel. So that kind of dictates how much exploring I can do. Just had a nice chat with Pete over there. He's just loading up his kayak. He's semi-local. Had a good little chat about life things. What a great morning. Oh, I love it. You know, this is the advantages of having this travel trailer. Just get up and go, and everything's with you. Pretty happy about that. heading down this road which goes down to Warm Bay along Atlin Lake, I guess, and Palmer Lake. I went to visit last year. It's quite nice. So I'm going to head out this way and maybe try to find a spot to stay for the day and overnight. Enjoy some of the sunshine. It's awesome. What a nice day. I just rolled into this wreck site here. Looks like it's just 2 spots. Nobody's around. This is Palmer Lake. I had a quick look at it last year and I thought, man, it would be such a nice lake to paddle. So I just backed in here. I think I'm just gonna have my breakfast here. So I guess the sun's gonna set this way, so I don't know if I want to stay here tonight or find something with better sun exposure. Man, this is unbelievable. Love it. Just so calm. I just can't believe this. Beautiful. All to myself. Yay. And well, I can always bail if somebody shows up because there's lots of places. Time to go for a paddle. Man, it's super calm. I just flew the drone a little bit, took some pictures. Yeah, no, the lake looks really good. Just like no wind. This is all right. Man, should have brought a beer. Pretty relaxing. Just a slight breeze. This kayak's doing okay. Looks like it gets around pretty quick. I only used it a couple times. So we'll go for a little paddle. There's a loon sitting right there. Not too bothered right now. Going fishing. He'll probably pop up quite a ways away. They usually don't come back to the same place they dove. I heard something behind me. That's cool. It's right in front of the boat now. I had a little visitor here. This van over here. His name is Mike. He's actually used to be a park warden. He's from Haines, Alaska. He's gonna go check out some of the other sites, and he might come back here, he says. So here's Mike. He's gonna head out and check out the rest. And
how's it going? Yep.
And maybe we'll meet up again.
You got it, Ranger Mike from Haines.
Ranger Mike, this is an awesome rig.
Thanks. So is yours. So is yours.
Okay, we'll catch you later. Maybe.
Right.
You never know.
Yeah.
It's time to roll out. So I'm going to move on, just check out the other places. I am going to run the gen tonight because I'm doing some video editing. The laptop pretty well has to be, if I have to go online and all that with the laptop and this and that, then I got to run the gen. And it's kind of loud, so I don't want to stay really with anybody. So for overnighting, I don't really care where I put it, but I'm going to enjoy the day on some beach or whatever. So just had a beer after my paddle, and we'll carry on. I came here before. This pool is actually like a warm spring, so it's kind of super shallow, but yeah, a little slimy looking, but it's quite warm. So this isn't a wreck site, but you know what? I don't know. There's nobody here. I just think it's gonna be super buggy here because it's kind of wet because of these springs and stuff. So I'm just kind of hanging out here. Really, I don't know. My day's just so relaxed. So I parked it here. I was thinking maybe I'll stay here, but you know, I'm not really sure. Some people pulled in. They were nice. I talked to both of them, both groups. They didn't plan on staying here by the looks of it. So I might stay here. It is a little bit buggy, and the sun's going to be gone here pretty quick. It's only like 4, maybe a little bit later, because these trees and the sun's setting this way. So I should be on the lakeside really, but I mean those spots are pretty full. So I don't know. I did fly the Mavic, so I got some nice shots in this meadow. This meadow is pretty cool. It's a nice spot. Definitely nothing wrong with it, except for sun exposure, of course. But does it really matter that much right now? I don't know. It's not cold. I can just put a sweater on when the sun goes down. I should still be all right. But man, I should look for some firewood and I could have a nice fire. Should I do that? I'm sure it's been picked clean. I don't see nothing dead kicking around, but I do have a chainsaw and a couple axes. Maybe I have to go for a little walk, because sometimes you just have to walk a little bit and you find a lot more. What an evening, man. Trailer life is pretty good. Yep, for sure. Especially when you're traveling and you get to see all these spots and just enjoy them for an hour or a day or whatever, a week. Kind of undecided when to head back either. Saturday, I was going to head back tonight to see wifey. It's kind of far. Could be done. If I stay another night, then I'll probably take my time tomorrow. But there's some hikes here, man. I could do a couple of hikes. Eldorado Trail, Monarch Mountain. Weather looks good for Monday too. I could do the hey boss, I'll be in at lunch and then leave Monday morning. I think it's doable. I think so. And because I live in it, there's always tons of food. It's not like I only have 2-3 days supply. It's 2-3 weeks. So, and I got extra beer because always buy more. Almost buy twice as much as you think you're gonna have. I think that was the rule. I heard that once and it works. I have no idea what to expect. I just seen a sign that says end of public maintained road, and there's been 2 turnaround spots. Yeah. So towing the trailer is probably not the best thing to go exploring with. So let's hope there's some more turnaround areas or a place I can just set up for the night. Because right now, if I don't really get views, it doesn't really matter. I just want to set up for the night without people around. Yeah, a little rough. The road's getting a bit more aggressive and climbing a bit more. And turnaround spots are getting pretty slim and kind of ugly. Is there ever some cool mountains? Oh my god. I need to go fly this. Wow. Let's have a look here. Look at this. The lighting is just insane. Right there. Oh. Wow. I just passed a good spot where I could actually stay and turn around. But I keep getting a glimpse of these mountains back here. Oh man, I just want to keep going, but it's pretty high risk just pulling this trailer all the way up here. I have no idea where I'm at really, because somehow I managed to unload my Gaia GPS backcountry map system. So I'm just kind of running by, see how it goes. But with my house attached, gotta be extra cautious. Not the brightest idea to be bringing the trailer up here, because I really don't know this road at all. So it's just your typical FSR. There's not really any pullouts. This one here was kind of okay, pretty weedy, but I just mowed it down. The trailer is actually level enough. I'm gonna put the slide out because I don't expect a whole lot of traffic coming through here. Pretty sure it's not gonna happen. And yeah, well, I lost a Christmas tree, but I have enough room to get in and out. Not a big deal. Yeah, I wish I could get over there. I probably could, but I'm not gonna keep driving with the trailer to go explore. So this is good. I mean, the sun, maybe you got a couple hours at best if you're down at the beach, probably. I need to have a shower and get dinner started, and I want to do some video editing and blah blah blah. By the time you do all that, sun's gonna be down. I'm pretty happy with this because it's pretty busy down at the main rec sites, because they're designated rec sites, so, and they don't hold too many spots. Be 3, 4, 5 type thing. And I much prefer this. I don't have a view, but I'm okay with that. I had views all day long. Let's have a cold beer and set up. Not the fanciest campsite, but man, there's nobody around. Because the other campsites, all the rec sites, they were busy. Every 5 minutes somebody would pull in and leave and blah blah blah. Nobody here. It's pretty far off the beaten path. Nobody with the camper is really gonna bother, I don't think. So it's super quiet except for me, because this gen is super loud, as I mentioned. But I'm having some air fryer wings and some air fryer meat, and yeah. It's pretty quiet except for... So I think I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm ready to head out. Yeah, I had a nice quiet night here. So I'm gonna head back down to the lake. And I'm not sure what my day is gonna be like, really. I don't even want to go back to town, really. I just want to stay out here and play. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'll check the forecast. Maybe I'll check in with the boss to see if he needs me tomorrow right away. We kind of discussed that Monday is not that critical. I don't know. Maybe I'll skip out a day and do another night. Very possible. I don't plan my days much. See how I feel. Just came across a couple. They're probably at least 10 years older than I was, and I had a couple of machines there, and a little side by side, and an old 60s Mercury pickup. I took some pictures of it. Pretty cool. They were getting firewood. Really nice wood in here too. Yeah, they live around here somewhere. So we had a little chat about this road. So it does go on a long ways, but not recommended to take the trailer much further. Yeah, pretty cool. Maybe I'll have to come back and do a Jeep tour through here. Yeah, and there is lots of wood, man. I love to just do a little exploring. Just with the Jeep. which I can live out of for quite some time. I've done it before. I lived out of the Jeep for 2 weeks. Wow, it's quiet out here. I spotted this road yesterday. Looks like it gets a fair bit of use for some reason. Not sure where it goes. I'll do a quick walk. Maybe there's a viewpoint. Maybe there's a future camping spot. And I'm actually looking for some wood. Because if I do another night, I'd like to have a fire maybe. I haven't had too many fires. Oh yeah. Nice snag in there. One's dead for sure. But I ain't playing with that. Yeah, it's kind of looking like road end. Not sure what was in here. Maybe some select logging. Lots of pine in here, I see. I actually don't have much desire to go back at all. I miss my wife, so I haven't seen her in a while. That's about the only reason, and I guess work, but other than that, not much going on in town for me. Yeah, I could just stay out here. I just love exploring, and then, you know, you get the backdrops, the scenery and stuff. I looked at the site yesterday. There's nobody here actually, because everything's full down at the lake. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing really here. It's a beauty table, so solid. Good fire pit. Oh, this goes down to the creek so I can hear it. Oh man, that's cool. Huh? There's little stairs going down. Oh, well, that's cool. You don't get much sun in here, that's for sure. But I guess if you want a tent, you can come down here. Oh, what is this? Devil's Club? It is too. I haven't seen this crap in a while. Well, maybe it's not Devil's Club. There isn't really much for big pokes. Interesting. Man, this forest definitely reminds me of BC, and I am in BC, I guess. Very northern BC. Yeah, the forest here, it's much more lush. The trees are bigger, taller, thicker. I was just talking to Mike in the rec site. We met up yesterday. He's the ex-park ranger from Haines, Alaska. So yeah, the rec site's cleared out. He stayed there last night, so we just had another good chat. Funny guy. I'll have to get his email address maybe. So that's where I'm at, and I think I'm gonna have lunch here at least, because this spot's pretty cool. I'll have to back in, so it's gonna take a little bit of wiggling, but I'll manage. And we'll pull it all the way down here. If I can back into there, I'd be pretty happy. I'm just across the beach. I'm just parked over there actually. Went for a little walk in the forest to look for some wood, and it's not looking great, but because it's close to a wreck site, so people have probably pulled through here quite a bit. But I found this guy that's been cut and left, and you know, they didn't burn much of it. Not sure how dry it is, but it's definitely dead. It's been here a while. So let's get into it. Let's delimit. I did have my chaps, because man, out here you just don't mess around, right? Gotta make sure everything's cool and try to have some help nearby, because man, accidents with this are not good. So chaps it is. I don't have my hard hat, but I do have earmuffs. Let's just go slow and easy, cut some nice rounds. It's not super dry, but it's not bad. For a beach fire, it will be fine. There's quite a bit left. Yeah, not bad. Now I'm warm. Holy smokes! Always loved getting wet. It's just super physical. I almost feel guilty. Because man, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. And I had Starlink going, so I phoned my boss because he didn't answer my message. I said, hey boss, you know, I'm gonna have a little late lunch here. It's kind of nice. Do you really need me in the morning? And he says I can stroll in afternoon if I want. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay here, and I'll try to leave at 9. I should be in town around noon. I think should be okay. Taking my time. I'll go straight to the shop, do whatever needs to get done, find another spot to stay, but I'll probably go back to the flying field. But I like this beach life, that's for sure. I'm gonna set up the barbecue here in a minute. So I got some flatbread pizza type thing I'm gonna heat up. I chopped some wood, and that wood I cut is gnarly, man. It is so twisted. It's dry enough, I think, but yeah, not fun to split. I'm just gonna clean up this fire pit a little bit. Get a fire started. I think Mike, that game warden, he's over on the wreck site. He's not a game warden anymore. He used to be for the US. Maybe I'll see what he's up to. I'll tell him there's some wood I cut, because I'm not gonna burn all that. I'm gonna keep the fire kind of small. Morning, 6 a.m. is when I woke up. I got up at 7. Woke up to this. It's getting a little closer to 8 now, but man, sun is up and it's beautiful. Oh, got one coffee in. Everything's ready here. I was gonna put this away. Oh, I loved having this fire out here yesterday, man. I gotta come back here. So awesome. Love it.